My name is Ashley Dickerson, and the topic of my speech is Donate Blood, Be a Hero. I want to start by asking you a question. Have any of you ever thought about the possibility of needing blood? Well, unless you are a very pessimistic person, like most people, you probably have not. But we must take into consideration that accidents happen daily, and the victims of these accidents rarely expect it. Now, what happens if the accident is severe and the victim suffers from extreme blood loss? When a lot of blood is lost from the body in short periods of time, the red blood cells cannot work fast enough to reproduce the vital amounts of blood needed to keep your organs and your heart working properly. This can be fatal to the victim. But fortunately, you can receive the blood needed through a blood transfusion. Now, eHow.com describes blood transfusions as a medical procedure in which blood from one person is transferred to another. Your type of blood will determine what type of blood transfusion donor will be used. But where does this blood come from? Blood is donated by generous people who take the time to give this gift. Perhaps you know someone who has needed blood, or there's a chance that someday you will know someone. If a loved one needed blood to survive, you wouldn't hesitate to give them some of your own. But why wait till it's an emergency? Why wait till it's almost too late? You may need blood yourself one day. You can donate blood and have it collected and stored for yourself to use if you schedule it ahead of time. Or if you have a medical procedure or surgery coming up, be prepared. Many things can go wrong on an operating table, and you can be ready by having your own blood handy. If you don't use the blood and you no longer need it, it can be passed on to someone who does need it, and it can be used for better reasons. Now, every day, many individuals need blood. The need is never ending, but the appreciation is instant. As the need for blood gets larger, the number of donors seems to be getting smaller. What will we do when there is not enough blood to treat all those in need? How will you react if you need a transfusion one day, but the blood is just not available? Are we going to sit back and let this happen and let families possibly lose loved ones? The American Red Cross states that only 3 out of every 100 people donate. This is not near an acceptable figure. So when you choose to become a donor, you will join a very select group of outstanding people. Now, if some of you are worried or scared to donate for any reason, I would like to take a moment to put your mind at ease and possibly make the decision to donate an easier one. The process of donating blood only lasts for about an hour. The actual part of the donation typically takes 10 minutes and only uses a very small IV-like needle. It's a completely safe process. The tools used to collect the blood are opened fresh right in front of you, and they are disposed of immediately after being used, so that there's no chance of an infection spreading to you. You may even use this time to relax. You get to recline in a comfy chair. You can even get in a cat nap if you wish. Most places offer refreshments as well and rewards such as t-shirts. Now, after the donation, the blood is tested and can be ready for use in about 48 hours. That's why it's very important not to wait to donate. Most victims do not have 48 hours to wait for the blood to be available. Now, we can all help agencies such as the American Red Cross and Nationwide Blood Supply. We can all do our part with just an hour of our time every month and a half. It's a good chance you could help a loved one in the long run, because blood transfusions are not only important for people with severe trauma or upcoming surgical procedures. It is also a vital need for anemics who need regular transfusions on sometimes daily basis because their own blood cells do not produce enough blood for their body to survive. Cancer patients, they also need blood. Certain cancers can cause internal bleeding that makes a patient's blood supply low. Chemo patients, cancer patients that go through chemo, they often need blood as well because the chemo treatments kill the blood platelets in their body. Leukemia and radiation patients, they go through these problems as well. Now, if I still haven't convinced you to donate blood, what if I say that donating blood is not only beneficial to the recipient, but also beneficial to the donor? There are many health benefits associated with donating blood. According to healthmad.com, Americans tend to consume more iron on a daily basis than is needed and necessary for good health. Too much iron in the body can lead to things such as chronic diseases and heart disease, and if you're a red meat eater, these diseases, the chances of getting these diseases actually increases. Blood donation actually removes some of the unneeded iron in the body, which lowers the risk of developing these diseases. There's no need to worry about losing too much blood because your iron level will be checked before you will be allowed to donate. If your iron level is too low at the time, you won't be allowed to donate. And think of it as a free way to keep a check on your iron. There are many other benefits as well, possibly the most important being the feeling a person receives knowing that they may have given someone the gift of life, and by just doing a good deed. I ask all of you to donate. Is an hour of your time really anything when compared to saving a life? You don't have to be Batman or Spider-Man to be a hero. You will be a true, real-life hero to the recipient. I urge you to donate, and donate as often as possible. A single donation can help as many as 3 people. At this rate, if one person would donate every 2 months, they would be saving a minimum of 1 person a month. Think about if one of these people in need were a loved one or a friend. What would we do when there isn't enough blood because enough people did not care to donate? Are we going to sit back and allow something like this to happen, something so resolvable to happen? No, we are not. We are going to do something about it because we are Americans and that's what we do. We take care of each other and we protect our fellow man. Donating blood is a simple, cost-free, and effortless way to give back. Again, I urge you, donate blood and be a hero. If not for yourself, then for your family. Help grant someone a tomorrow. You can contact American Red Cross at redcross.org or by calling 1-800-RED-CROSS to find a local chapter donation site. Or you can visit your local blood bank. Thank you.